Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just going to go over and wait for some people to come on in here. Just fire up some other stuff here. Sounds like phone. Silence. Silence of the alarms. There we go. Let's get this going. Good morning, Mystery Snail Garden. How are you doing? I'm going to just do one camera right here, and I got this going right here so I can read some comments too. So Flip did not do his EDDs. Flip did not do his live. I tried to call him like 3 times, but unfortunately he didn't. So, yes, I talked to Jess. So, Jess, I did secure that site and everything else, so I can always figure out how to send it to your sister or whoever else I need to send it to. So let me just get all caught up right here. I like the Mystery Snail Garden versus Guardians. But yeah, Guardians, sorry. I'm having like my contacts. I'm getting really old list. There's like bags and everything else like that. So Guardian, Mystery Snail Guardians, the Guardians of the Galaxy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up talking about Aquashella, some random questions here and there if people have them. I do want to talk. Excuse me. Let me get something to drink quick. I know I'm gonna have a dry mouth. So. Oh my god! Oh, I got a Dr. Pepper left. I can drink Dr. Pepper. So, all right. I really didn't want that this morning, but I'm trying to cut back on soda because I'm trying to lose some weight. So, all right. So I want to talk about the American Shrimp Contest. So, and I think I got my moderator in here and everything else. I do believe. If not, guess what? I'll be winging it here. Hey, Ohio Fish Rescue. Awesome, awesome. Good morning, good morning. All right, so I want to talk about Aquashella right now in the American Shrimp Contest. I know there hasn't been a lot of publicity on it because we're waiting for approval on a lot of stuff. But let me just go over and say this. If you never thought about entering a shrimp contest, this is the best opportunity for you to enter the shrimp contest. The people that are normally always entering and winning awards are going to be the judges. So by doing that, it allows you to enter your shrimp in there to see where you stand with all of us. And we'll answer the questions on this too. I like doing this because back in 2017 is when I entered the International Shrimp Contest, and I won my category, and that's where I got my name known out there. It'd be awesome for you guys to enter it in there. Let's see if I can find the link on here. Of course, it's kind of funny how I never had to do this, so you got to give me 1 second right here. So let me just find it. I think I got to open up a new one, new window. A new window! I'm opening up a new window. So it's Aquashella.com. It's going to look it up here while I do this. Dallas. I would love for everybody to enter this if you do have shrimp. This is a great opportunity to enter the contest and see where you stand. And then by seeing where you stand, we can also tell you how your shrimp rate for everything that's out there. So give me 1 second. It's kind of slow loading. More than a trade show, we're going to do contests. And I can also go on here and I can tell you who's all going to be out here. So let me just give you this link first. Good morning, Dee Dee's. Good morning, Emily. Good morning, good morning. J-Rock does stuff. J-Rock, you do stuff. All right, so we're going to do the shrimp contest right here. All right, here's the shrimp contest. I'm going to copy the link for you guys and then post the link in chat. Let me just go back to my stream, and here it is right here. All right, so right there is the American Shrimp Contest linked right there. If you want to click on it, enter your shrimp into the contest for Aquashella. I greatly appreciate it. My moderators have not come in yet. Jared is not here today. He's actually at home. So that's super cool. So let me just go through the chats. All right. And I want to talk to you guys about who's all going to be there for Aquashella for the talkers. So let me go to the schedule. Saturday starts at VIP, starts at 10 a.m. So if you never have been to an Aquashella, what's great about it is you can get there at 10 a.m. and it's a meet and greet with us fish tubers out there. So you can come have some donuts. It's Dunkin' Donuts. Have some donuts, have some coffee, meet everybody. It's for roughly about 45 minutes. So it's from 10 a.m. to 10:45. But from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. On the Aquashella YouTube page, the Aquarium Morning Show will be having their page on there. So, and then after that, let's see, 11 o'clock, we have a speaker, Than Thien. I do believe it's on the Aquashella main stage. He's a coral farmer and an author for Tidal Gardens. So he will be there at 12 p.m. We're going to have Jake Adams, who is an author and a reef keeper. He's going to be on the main stage as well. It's a 45-minute talk. Now at 1 p.m., we have Taylor McNee, which is a betta breeder for Simply Betta. Awesome YouTuber out there. Her talk is for 45 minutes as well. At 2 p.m., we have a freshwater scape-off. So it's to be determined and to be announced for who's going to be doing the scape-off. Last year, Chicago, they end up having Brett from Tanked on there as well. So at 3 p.m., we have Sanjay Joshi, who is a reef builder and educator, content creator as well. 4 p.m., we have a frag-off with Brandon Hooten and Evie Williams. 5 p.m., we have Joey Mullen, the DIY Joey Mullen. He'll be on the main stage for a 45-minute talk. That's at 5 p.m. Then we have the charity raffle at 6 p.m. And all that is benefiting the 1,000 mermaids. So let me go up for Sunday and see where Sunday is. Sunday. Boom, Sunday. So 10 a.m., we have the VIP YouTuber meet and greet. It's for 45 minutes. Have some coffee with us. Come say hi. 11 a.m., we have Jeff I don't want to pronounce this wrong. Mietke. He's an aquascaper and a content creator. 12 p.m., we have John Hudson. We all love KG Tropical. He will be talking for 45 minutes on the main stage. 1 p.m., we have Jen Williams, who's a naturescaper. And then 2 p.m., we have Mark Levinson, who's Malieve's Reef. Great person to talk to if you're into scapes. Hello, welcome, Monster Fish Gal. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I'm just going over the speakers for Aquashella. 3 p.m., we have Saltwater Scape Off. So that's to be determined and announced as well. And then at 4 p.m., we have the charity raffle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to personally go back to the main one, and I'm going to give you the link for Aquashella if you guys want to go over and link it up. So let me just go back over to my other one right here. Dallas Attraction Speakers. I think this is a good one right here. Perfect. I think this is the one I want to do. So I'm going to copy this link. Go back over here. And I'm going to paste this link. Ooh, if I can do this. There we go. I think, yep, that's the one. Boom. All right, so this is the Aquashella website right here. So I'm going to show that one now. So if you guys haven't had a chance, please check it out. If you've never been to a Aquashella before, it's great. Why I think it's great is because normal shows are veered towards the older, I'd say the older fishy people out there. It's more like booths and everything. Aquashella is veered towards the younger group of people, getting the younger people involved. It's got a lot of black lights, a lot of techno music, a lot of music around. The team up with the YouTubers. And it's just such a great experience as well. I do believe Big Rish, I see Ohio Fish Rescue is behind the scenes. So I know he shall be there. I do believe Big Rich will be there. A lot of other people shall be there as well. Jess will be there. So let me just go over here. Let me just kind of go up through this comments here and just make sure I say hi to everybody. Now, if you're on Facebook and you leave a comment, I cannot see the comment on my StreamYard. So, yeah. So hopefully I can. Good morning, Connor. Hey-o. Dee Dee's Finn is here. Let me see who else. J-Rock. Let's see here. At least I know what's up. I'm just kind of reading through them. Emily, oh, I like saying that right there. J Rock, okay. I haven't took the plunge into shrimp. You should take the plunge into shrimp. It's a great thing out there. All right, let me just keep on going on here. Good morning. Monster Fish Girl, become a member. Thanks, I love my moderators. They're always doing a great job here. Let me just kind of hey. AB Sam, how you doing? Jared, if you register for the Shrimp Show, can you get VIP early? So there is the question right there. Now, I know when you enter the shrimp contest, you get free entry. So here's another thing you guys got to go look at here. If you buy a ticket, you can go look at the price on tickets. If you buy a ticket, you get in for that day. Now, if you enter the shrimp contest, you get in for the whole weekend. Now, I know on the VIP, like Jared, you're going to be down there, so I can get you in there and stuff for the VIP. I can't remember what color bands they end up getting for it. I'll have to check on that, let people know. But Jared, you can be down there, so let's see here. Five Fish Rescue, enjoy your content. Dude, I'm telling you, Big Rich is like, should be in Reaper's here too. Okay, hey, what's up, Reaper? So we got Big Rich, and that's Reaper. So Reaper's here. If you guys have never seen the Ohio Fish Rescue is a great YouTube content. It's set up as a nonprofit. They rescue fish nationwide. Big Rich and his son, and then you got Reaper on there as well. They're great people. Whenever you go to a show, man, you gotta look at this long mullet. I know I'm the opposite of a mullet, but man, I'm telling you, Big Rich is funny as can be. All right, so let's read some more stuff. Yep, and then here is the Aquatic Morning Show, which I all want you guys to hop on over and join. They're on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. Central. I do 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time, which is going to be great. They're going to be at Aquashella Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 10. Yeah, from 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. For their talk. Let's see here. We got Ohio Fish Rescue. Here is his link right there. Please, everybody, if you have not joined Ohio Fish Rescue's page, please join their page. It's a great a nonprofit. Now, I struggle sometimes with coming up with content every single week. I know I have tons of information in my head. It's like nonstop, like a Rolodex in there. But if nobody accesses my Rolodex, I don't know what to talk about, and I hate dead air. I'm just kind of, I think I'm all caught up on the talks and everything else like that. So I do believe so. So, all right. Otherwise, what's been going on in my store here is I just been kind of getting ready for Aquashella. I'm going to be sharing a booth with bipetshrimp.com. We'll be right across from the concession stand. I don't really like the spot where I'm at, but I'm a foodie, so I don't mind that. Good morning, Dylan. So it's nice because, you know, we contrast each other. So he'll bring Carodinas and boosts, and I'll bring a bunch of plants, and I'll bring Carodinas and some other products. So my plants that I'm going to be bringing down there is the normal plants that I carry in my store with a lot of different mosses. I'll bring some other rare plants down there that sold out really fast last time. Like Crepinamanes. I'll bring Crepinamanes down there. I have a big tank full back here full of Crepinamanes. Oh, go this way. Oh, I can't see it. It's right back. So I'll bring Crepinamanes moss down there. So that usually goes pretty good. I'll bring some almond leaves. I'll bring some cholla wood. Just some random stuff here and there. I'll bring some of my t-shirts down there. My buddy just got more t-shirts made. So I'll be bringing the t-shirts down there. And then I will be talking with Flip Aquatics, Rob, about breeding shrimp and taking care of shrimp. He's just got to come up with the schedule on there. I will be staying there at the hotel. So if you guys are staying at the hotel, I'll hang out with you. I'll come chat with you. Thursday, I fly in there, and I know I have to go to the DFW. It's a separate kind of like meet and greet and talk about products. I'm doing it for JBJ. So I'll be there on Thursday, and I leave on Monday. I want to hang out with every one of you guys. So if you guys stop on by, just let me know. Come by to the booth and everything else. I like Dr. Pepper, but I'm trying to stay away from it. I've been kind of packing on the pounds, if you know what I mean. So So, of course, I got JBJ messaging me now. Now, I've been trying to work on more of my shorts. I know I have a list of shorts to work on from JBJ. I think they talked to me about doing some of their aquascaping tools, their nano tanks, their tongues, and their algae scraper that floats. And I have pretty much anything I want to put about these shorts I can, but of course I have to come up with. I'm not a big camera person, so when I do it, it's like a spur of the moment, and I know how I want to do something on there, but I don't have the knowledge on the computer and stuff, so it works out pretty well. So, but if you guys have questions about the shrimp contest or Aquashella, I can go over and give you as much information as I possibly can. I know I listed the links. I know Rob wanted to do his live this morning, but he's been super crazy busy with moving his shrimp room around, expanding. He had shrimp come in. I know he's got fish coming in. He's got a baby on the way too. So, I'll apologize for him. He's my peanut butter. I'm his jelly. It's just one of those things, he got busy. So when I was driving into work, I tried to get here a little bit sooner so I could launch this. So sorry I didn't give you guys a previous post. It's just, I didn't know what to talk about. So, all right, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. I know we have 18 people in the chat, which I greatly appreciate all you guys. Another thing I want to talk about is the Aquatic Morning Show. If you guys haven't been watching, it's Tuesdays. Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So click on there. Trying to see if I got everything on there. I know I was going to go over and start doing water changes today, but I know you guys already saw me do water changes. I know I'm going to go over and end up going to Twin City Guppies. He's another fish tuber out there. I'll be going to his new store in Minnesota here. I just have to set it up. Hey, Jimmy P, how you doing? Trying to get all this. Reaper, if you're still here, are you guys staying at the hotel at the convention center that we're at? It's at the Dallas Market Hall. Are you staying there, or where are you staying at? Ugh, it's Dr. Pepper. I need coffee. Okay, so I see everybody's all quiet this morning. You guys got to come up with some questions for me. Now we got some stuff kind of scrolling in here. Oh, I got some side talk back and forth because I'm watching it on my phone, and of course it's popping up on there. Yes, as far as you know, that's perfect. The short span of time where everything is perfect, and then they crash it rapidly. Okay, so he's talking to the side talk, which is fine. Hello, DDs. How you doing today? So otherwise, I'm just going to just let random just kind of throw stuff off, okay? So if you guys have never raised shrimp before, shrimp are super easy to raise. I mean, it's pretty much, just leave the tank going, they'll start breeding back and forth. It's a hobby I got into, and I can probably tell you how I got into it. I know I've talked about this before, but I can talk about it right now again too. About 5-6 years ago, I was dating a gal, and she wanted to get a fish. So I set up a fish tank, and she got a goldfish. But, of course, I kept on telling her, hey, you can't go over and put a fish in there right away. You need to let it cycle. I knew that from when I was a kid and we had a tank. And then went over, she wanted a fish. Well, it didn't last. It only lasted a week, and then it died. So let me get this question on here first. When are you going to Twin City Guppies? I have to confirm with King Lee when I can come out there. So I would like to go out there next week. I just have to confirm with them that I can go out there at a certain time and talk with them. And that's for Twin City Guppies. So what ended up happening is I went to a local Petco, and that was right in Chaska, and I saw some shrimp, and I said, who the hell would ever get shrimp? And I bought some shrimp. I bought 3 or 4 of them. And then I started looking on Facebook Marketplace. Or not Marketplace, I'm sorry. The Facebook pages of all these different shrimp groups. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I saw a lot of people doing it. So, of course, I was like, okay, I'm just going to start doing this. I contacted, we had a group called Minnesota Shrimp Keepers and Breeders. I contacted someone that I saw prevalent on there. His name was Jeff. Yeah, it's raining outside. And went to his house. He had about 100 tanks down in his basement. I bought a few more shrimp. And I started raising a few shrimp. I had probably 4 or 5 tanks. And then Jeff told me about this nonprofit group called Minnesota Aquarium Society. It's been going since 1930. And that's where I got to meet Tyler and a bunch of other friends out there. King Lee. I met King Lee's from Twin City Guppies. I met Brian Dahlberg, who's Aquatic Support Systems on YouTube. And then I started just going more on the forums and talking on the forums and met the bipetshrimp.com, met the Disco Bee, the Garden of Eder, Flip Aquatics. And then there's a guy named Jojo Neos that kept on boasting that he's going to win all these awards. And I was like, I just want to beat you. So I was working on a line, which I used to breed horses, so I knew about the genetics. So I went over and I entered the contest, one category, the Neo Carodinas, which I think had 24 entries in there, which is the highest amount of entries for the contest for the one category. So I was competing against other people in the U.S., other people internationally that have been known for breeding. And then I met Chris Luke up at the show. It's in Chicago. Well, let me rewind a little bit. Jeff and I decided to drive out there, but we decided to stop a couple places. We decided to stop at Flip Aquatics. So we drove all the way to Ohio, met Flip, did a live out there. And then on the way back, we stopped at Lucas Brett's LRB Aquatics. Stopped at his house, did a tour of his place. Then we went to Chicago, met Chris Luke up, Therese, went pretty well. Chris then told me at the end of the day that I was tied for first and that he was going to do the tie-breaking vote. And I found out that at that time I won the contest. Super stoked. I would have never thought I would have won it. And that just exploded what I wanted to do. Launched my business right after that, and then the rest is kind of history. Started an aquatic fish store, and this is where I'm at right now. So let's see some of the messages on here. So let's just go back. Just want to make sure I get all the messages here. I already got the Twin City Guppies one. Yes, it is raining outside. It's drizzling. Good morning. So RMK22 said, good morning. Can you put shrimp in with guppies? So if you have some guppies and you have a nice planted tank, a lot of hiding spots, you could put some guppy or some shrimp in there. What's going to end up happening, though, is when they have babies, the guppies are going to end up eating all the babies off because they hang out in the glass, they hang out in the filter. But you can if you have a nice planted tank. There's other ones out there. There's like a mono shrimp. There's bamboo shrimp that are a little bit bigger that usually tend to do a little bit better because they're clearer. So you can do that concept too. Let's see here. What would have been a good shrimp to add to my CDP breeder or my snail breeder? I need a bit of help with the algae cleanup. All right, so the best way to get rid of your algae is by lessening the light, good water changes, less the food that you end up feeding. But if you want to end up putting shrimp that are lawnmowers for algae, it's the Amanos. The Amanos are like lawnmowers for algae. If you're looking just for color, you're going to do a Neo Carodina color. You can do like a red if it's a contrasting color. It works out pretty good. Red, yellows, and oranges work really well on black substrates. Good morning, Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. How you doing? How you doing? I'm doing pretty well. So let me just get all caught up here. There's the Twin City Guppies link right there. So Twin City Guppies, do they raise their own and do they import? Now, I know that he does bring in some guppies, but he does breed some of his own too, which I don't want to speak for him. It's not my business, but when I go out there, I will go over and ask him these questions, and I will give you the tour of his store. His store is in Maplewood, Minnesota, right in the mall. So I've been wanting to see it anyways. There it is. There's Twin City Guppies right there. There's the link for him. He's awesome. I'm just going to start highlighting all these things and just read them out there. Called some what I thought was wilds in my community tank. I am seeing a bunch of juvenile reds, different really, and other colors. Can wild color up as they get older or just breeding going on? So usually when you get the culls, like the wild color and everything else, you're pretty much stuck with that wild color until they start breeding and they might throw a genetic flout. Kind of like this tank, right? Let's do it here. I can't do this. This tank right behind my head. Oops, I gotta do it this way. It's opposite. This tank right here, this is the Carodina Cadogalon tank. So they're all wilds, but I get some pretty cool like lime green and stuff out of there. All right, so let's see here. I gotta. Joe, last week I think I just realized I might be wrong in my water parameters. I was, excuse me, I was caring for blue dreams and blue shadows the same. The dreams are multiplying, but the shadows. Should I use RODI? All right. So if you have blue dreams, that is a Carodina shrimp. Okay. So that is a higher pH. Your blue shadows, I do believe you're talking about the Carodinas, the blue and blacks. If they're a different water parameter on that one, they're a softer water. So now you have a blue dream, which is a hard water shrimp, and you have a soft water shrimp. Can they coexist? In theory, they could. They're not going to thrive because the Carodina shrimp like softer water with no pH in the water. And the Carodina's do like it. So I would actually have to know, Didi, your full water parameter spectrum. You know, your TDS, your GHKH, your pH. I would need all that so I can start giving you some advice on that. Yes, so your tank is well planted, so it should work. Yes, it should. You might be missing some of the babies. What shrimp would go good in a dwarf red coral platy tank? So you're going to deal with the same issue. Platies, you know, shrimp are scavengers. Shrimp are just like on the bottom, picking up all the stuff. They breed every 30 days. You're going to get like 40, 50 babies on the glass. Fish will always pick off those babies. So if you have dwarf red coral platies, I would do a contrasting color. If it's a nice planted tank where they have a lot of hiding spots and your fish aren't super aggressive, do an opposite color. Do like a yellow. Do an orange. If it's all about you just want to have like a cleanup clue, do a monos. I mean, I love shrimp to a point where it's like I don't like seeing shrimp die, but it's such is life. The Cadogalons are awesome. Yes, I love the Cadogalons. So I get some lime greens. I like the lime greens out of there, but I haven't had a bunch of lime greens to start like pulling them out and try to breed that line. I should cover that up, but I'm not liking this that much. I haven't had pop in a while, so the sweetness is just too much for me. So, all right, so we're at 10:21 right now, and I'm trying to think of what to say. I wish you guys would have tons of questions for me, but you know what? I need to entertain myself, I guess. Good morning, Bobby. Bobby, please hit the thumbs up. Please do. Such is life. Amen. Yes, it is. Sorry, I got to squint. I should. I think I'm going to talk to Jess about how I can make this print a little bit larger because I'm getting old. I'm telling you, man. Listen, I got bags under my eyes. This never happened. So I go every Monday and I get my head shaved and I get this exfoliating. It's like my day at the spa. I never did this before, but I've been doing this for the past 2-3 months. Going to a place called Hammer's Hair Lounge in Monticello, Minnesota, and she puts this mud mask on there. The best part that she likes about it is when she starts peeling it around my eyes because my eyes get really elasticy, and it's just like pulls out, and she's like pulls it really slow, and I'm like, dude, this isn't funny. And she starts laughing about it. So, Danny's here. Danny is my buddy. So Danny Chen is the one that makes my sign. He makes my shirts for me. He's a great guy out there. He does my 3D printing. So if you need some moss ledges, he does my moss ledges. So I think he was actually coming today to bring the sign. Yes, Danny, it is raining. I know he's afraid because the last sign, some things kind of peeled off, but it was a learning experience for us. We need to put some more epoxy on there or whatever we got to do so it doesn't fall apart, but it is what it is. Love Danny. Welcome to the club. Morning, Monster. Morning, Bobby. Morning, RMK22 Senior. RMK22 Senior. There we go. When doing water changes, is it important to add the new water slowly? And if so, how slow? All right. So depending on the size of the tank. So I'm going to speak for a 10-gallon tank. Okay, I do a 25% water change, and then I have a flow, or I have a pump that pumps back in the water. I can turn it down. But if I'm only pumping 2.5 gallons out and I'm putting 2.5 gallons back in, the water temperature, because I don't put no heaters in my tank, the water temperature that I'm at, because the water sits out overnight for me in my bin, is already room temperature. So I just put it back in. So it depends on how you have it. If you're using straight cold water, I would put it in there slowly to a point where you have a nice stream in there. So it raises it lowers the temperature slowly versus fast. That's my suggestion for you. So, all right, Rocco. Joe, brother, I thought you come in at 11. Oh, no, I come in at 10, man. 10 for the past how many months now? Flip is at 9 o'clock till 10. Well, I'm Central Time, and I'm from 10 to 11. It's completely fine, Rocco. Don't worry about it, man. Love you still. There we go. Miss Lori, I appreciate everything. Miss Lori, too, I think Jess is going to give me your information, too, so I can send you some messages back and forth, just to let you know. Anthony. It's Rob to my friends. Why, hello, Rob, if I can call you Rob. How are you doing? All right, Anthony, good morning. Good morning. All right, let's go here. Ohio Fish Rescue. Joe, off topic, but the website you told us about at Aquascape for getting rid of collectible cards and things. Oh, yeah. I will shoot a message on that one about at Aquascape for getting rid of the collectible cards and things. Yes, I got a freaking bug here. I will actually message you on that for the cards and everything else like that. I know the person I talked to about it was interested on it, and we can just kind of send the whole link back and forth. We're actually going to be doing something a little bit different that might work for you about this. But I'll talk to you more about it versus on the stream here because we don't want it to get out yet. We want to kind of like launch it. Work with the card shop right next to me. I collect cards and everything else, so it's kind of what I do. So I will message you after the live stream about this. All right. Any additional insight on the light you did leave set up? Yes. Oh, I did. All right. So the problem I had, so it was the Kessel A80s. So the issue I was having is I couldn't get the lights to sync up. And I ended up calling Kessel, and I said, hey, guys, you end up saying, hey, it's a matter of just putting power to it, and it works. The controller that they had did not have a setting for the A80 freshwater, the Tuna Sun. So, or was it Tuna Sun? Yeah. So I had to use the saltwater program for it, but I was able to adjust it from there, and it works on just fine. I have it come on at a certain time, shut off at a certain time. It works great. I will do another video on these lights coming up. They look tremendous on those JBJ tanks. I love them. So I will do a one coming up on that one. So let's see. Good morning. TDS. Okay, DD's fin. So TDS is 517. NO3 is ammonia. NO2 0 GH between 20. All right. So I'm gonna kind of go through this. Okay. So your TDS is 517, which what makes up your TDS is your KH and your GH. It's total dissolved solids, and if you put any fertilizer in there. So I'm going to take this that you're not putting any fertilizer in there, that it's just straight tap water, and now you'd like to do RODI water. So this is my suggestion to you. Okay, you already have neocarodinas, but then you have a carodina in there, the shadow pandas. I know you said shadow blue, but it's a shadow. If I'm correct about what you have in there, I'm going by what you said. All right. So carodinas like to have the TDS between 115 and 130, which is a GH of 4 to 5, and it's a KH of 0. Okay. Neocarodinas like a higher TDS. They like harder water. So like a 220 to 300 is ideal for them for breeding, which is a GH of 6 to 8 and a KH of 4 to 6. So by having a TDS of 517, you have a lot of minerals in there. So what you need to start doing is you need to start cutting your water down with RO water. So what I would do is when you do your 25% water change, I would just do straight RO water and allow it to slowly bring it down, which is going to lower your pH as well. I take your GH and your KH, the numbers that you're giving me is not the API drop. It's actually a dipstick on there. So we have to convert that over, which I'm not good at the conversion. I would have to look it up on there. But if you use the API master test kit, it's going to be the white, the GH one I showed you, the GH KH one. It's a 4 to 5, it's a 6 to 8, and it's a 4 to 5. But because you have carodinas, you have a different type of shrimp, which should have different water parameters. Can you do something where you lower the KH? The neocarodinas, if you do it slowly over time, will survive and breed as well. So that is like mine. You can always shoot me a message too, and I can give you more information on this too. All right, not a problem. All right. Does this go on every Wednesday? Yes, every Wednesday I am doing my live after Flip Aquatics. Rob Lupton does his at 9 o'clock. He's just too busy. He didn't do his today. I'm going to do some PM ones as well. I just know right now I'm just doing the AM ones, but I know when I go down to Aquashella, I'll be doing a bunch down there too. Eric here. Good morning. There's Rocco right there too. Hey, what's going on? Too Coolie for Schoolie. How you doing? How you doing? Just kind of get all caught up on the messages here. Joe Shrimpshack on Facebook. There's my Facebook group. Thank you very much. Monster Fish Gal. Appreciate it. Hello, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I cannot pronounce your name. If you just want to tell me your name roughly in the short, I am Zuzu. Okay, perfect. I saw that right there. Hey, how you doing, Zuzu? If you're a Facebook user, I cannot see your name on there, so you're going to have to let me know who you are. All right, so we got, hey, just answer my question. Thanks. Not a problem. So we got all that right there. So, again, I'm gonna kind of push for Aquashella because that's the next show that's coming up. I think it's going to be one of the last shows on the freshwater side for this year. It's going to be in Dallas. At the Dallas Market Hall, October 30th and 31st. A lot of us are dressing up in Halloween outfits. We also have Will Nace, who is opening up a zoo down in Florida. His daughter's birthday's on Halloween, so we're going to have a big birthday party for her. I know Rob sets up a lot of stuff for the YouTubers out there as well. So we're going to have a lot of YouTubers out there. All right, so let me see. I am going bald. I am 24 years, not feeling good. Why? Bald is beautiful. I tell that to everybody. Hey, it's John. What's up, man? Do you shave your head with RO water or tap? It's tap water where I go. I have someone shave my head for me. It's my one day a week at the spa. Shaves my head, straight edge razors it, blood mask. Oh yeah, it's worth it. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you very much, guys. All right. Haha, Detroit too funny. Of course, RO, brother. Ha. Well, if I did it here at the store, I'd have to do RO because that's all I have here. So, but anyways, so the shrimp contest, I want to push the shrimp contest because I would like to see a lot of full takes. So it's an American shrimp contest. So it's only for the American shrimp breeders. Nobody from overseas can do it. Nobody from Canada do it. It's for American to do it. It's what they kind of always push to do. It's a perfect opportunity to see where your shrimp rank around everybody else to a point where it's like, if let's say you entered 4 categories and you got a couple first, a second, and a third, why not enter the international shrimp contest to see where you stand? It's one of those, it costs you, I do believe it's $25. And I do believe if you're under the age of 18, we will give you a $5 discount on there. And there's some other things that we're going to do for you as well. But it gets you into the show. If you're going to go to the show anyways, you might as well enter your shrimp in the contest. That's what I say on that one. So I am from India, and these Indian people make fun of bald people. That sucks. They make fun of bald people. I've been going thin since I was in the military, so that's all I got to say. I've been shaving my head ever since. So everybody's like, really wish you could enter the contest. You can enter the contest. So I actually gave the link above, which I will do it again. Let me just go to it again, and I will do it for you guys. Contests. Shrimp contest. There we are right there. So it's going to give you the link of everything you need to do for the contest. I'm going to copy it down right here. Copy, go back to my StreamYard. Paste it right here. I'm getting better at this, guys. You got to give me a little props here. Boom. Send. There. I'm going to post this right there. There it is right there. There is the link for it. I did put it in the chat. So go ahead and enter. When will there be an Aquashella in Minneapolis and St. Paul? With them having one in Chicago, they will not come to Minneapolis and St. Paul. I will tell you that right now. I've been trying to get a better show. I know Minnesota Aquarium Society does have a show at Augsburg College once a year. That's usually in March. With COVID, it hasn't been happening. I would like to get a bigger show in Minnesota. A lot of stores would like that too. See this? Do you ship shrimp? Yes, I do. I ship shrimp. It's on www.joesshrimpshack.com. I do ship them. But I kind of want to keep this link up there if anybody wants to enter the contest. It's a great contest. why not, see where your shrimp rate, get some awards, send them off. If you don't link or if you don't win any awards on there, you're going to have a number of where you sit out of 100. So it's not hard to reach us and say, hey, why did I get the score? And we can actually help you. It's like basically us seeing your tanks in person so we can see your shrimp and we can tell you where you need to start working some stuff on. We can't tell you exactly what to do. We might give some suggestions. That's about it, but that's kind of what we do. Kind of want to help you guys out. So, here it is right here. How's the scope of MMA, mixed martial arts, if that's what you're trying to talk about? We do have it here. We've had a lot of shows out here. I've been to quite a few of the shows. All right, here. Dan, I would try 4 blocks for your lights. Yep, that's how you end up getting rid of a lot of algae, 4 to 5 hours. That's all the plants really need. Let's go back up here. Put the link for the contest again. There it is right there. Keep the link up there for the contest. Joe posted the link for my website. Yes, actually, I didn't post it. My awesome moderator did post it. So if there's anything else that you guys would like me to talk about in future shows, please let me know. I know I did a water change. I can do more water changes on the shrimp. I can do water changes on the aquascape. I will be doing a series. I have a 120 Fat Boy from Custom Aquariums coming in my store, and then I'm going to be doing a paludarium out front with Will. So that will be in December. I'll do the paludarium. The 120 Fat Boy, I get it in the next couple weeks, and I got to plan what I want to do with it. I know Custom Aquariums wanted an aquascape put into it with lots of plants, so I can't wait to do that. So I will be doing that. So if you're looking at, so let me just post a link to the website right there. So all right, let me get this question right here. Boom. So Rob Ray's question with the $5 question on there. Thank you for donating $5. I greatly appreciate it. It's all the love, man. When will Joe's Shrimpshack swimsuit calendar be available for pre-order? I don't think you're going to want to see me in a swimsuit because I will tell you. So prior to COVID, I was pretty lean. I was probably $195, maybe 200. During COVID, I'm a foodie, man. I like pasta. I packed on some pounds, so I'm starting to eat healthy. I've done some other food. The problem I have right now is portion control. I do not have portion control because I like food. So thank you, Robs. I appreciate the $5 super chat. Love you long time. Now, Emily O said some of her blues are almost black. Is that good or bad? Depends on the genetic line that you got yours from. Mine are like a brilliant blue. So sometimes you can tweak your GH and your KH, either go up a little bit or down a little bit, and that, cause a molt, and that might get a little bit lighter. Also look at the food that you're feeding them as well, too. If it's a color enhancer or non-color enhanced food. All you have to do is look at the ingredients and look back. Usually if a lot of spirulina is on there, spirulina is a good color enhancer for the blues and blacks. All right. Hey, Joe, I've been working on a company sign. Can I email it to you and get your insight? Yes, you can. joesshrimpshack@gmail.com. I will give you my honest opinion. I tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. You want to see those orange Mexican crayfish some more. Love them. Well, my camera's not on, but they're over in the tank over there, and my cord's not going to go long enough to stretch over there. So if I would have have my live stream over there, I could show you some more, but I could always send you pictures. All right. What size is my Carodina tanks in centimeters? All right. So I use 2.5s, 5s, and 10s. So up top here are all 5-gallon tanks. This level, let's try to point. Just do this. Oh, there we go. I'll just do it on this side. This side right here, those are all 5-gallon tanks, and down below is 10-gallon tanks. So in centimeters. So I do believe the 10-gallon tanks are 20 inches long. So if you want to convert the 20 inches to centimeters, I know over in Europe they do centimeters. Over here we do inches. So 20 centimeters is the. Actually, I'll just get tape measure. How's that sound? All right. So for the bottom rows, yep, it's 20 inches for the 10-gallon tanks, and then the 5-gallon tanks are 16 inches, and I do believe the 2.5s are 12 inches, which I guessed right on that one. So you'll just have to do the conversion from inches to centimeters. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, I love the super chat. Thank you very much. You look good in a mermaid. Oh yeah. Hey, Big Rich, when are you gonna? Okay, so here's the thing, guys. So Big Rich and I were cut from the same cloth. Okay, I love Big Rich. I met him. I want to say a few years ago at the Chicago Aquashella. We were sitting next to each other. We kind of chummed it all up. Ever since then, I've been a super fan of his. So we ended up going to, it was Aquascape Inc. in Chicago, Aquashella this last time. 1,000 Mermaids was there. I've been wanting to see Big Rich for a while because the whole pandemic and everything that happened to his wife, and everybody please pray for his wife. Went over and I saw him and I just started talking with him, and of course he had the cameras going, and yeah, I will say I was not drinking. I don't drink, guys. I did put the mermaid outfit on, and I was the merman for a little bit. Yeah, and I know she wanted me to go over and wear it for the show the next day, but I'll tell you, I'm pretty. If I could wear a shirt with it, I'd 100% do it. You know, I'm just, yeah, it's just one of those things where I have some scars on my belly from when I have some major surgery, so I just don't like showing off my belly. Plus, I have a big fat gut. But Big Rich, when are you going to do anything from that? I know you have a lot of good footage, so I would like to see that footage. I love it. Thanks, Rich. That was a good laugher right there. All right, so you got it from me. So, Emily, if they're going more dark, we might have to look at your water parameter and see what the water parameter, see if we could tweak it a little bit to make it more of a blue. And then we have to look at your food there as well to see if we can. I use Shrimp King Complete. I use a lot of the Shrimp King line, and I use the Snow Pops. Works pretty good. So we can always shoot you a message. Shoot me a message, and then we can try and work on that. I just have to know your water parameters. So I just got to get all this. Yep, I can't believe that, though. Thanks, Big Rich, for being the mermaid, or letting me be the mermaid. This is one of those things, so. Yeah, I need to wake up some more. But yeah, like I said, guys, if you're looking for some specific content on my live streams, I can 100% I can answer any questions. I can do whatever on the videos. I've been working a lot more on my shorts. I do have some big products, the big 120 Fat Boys going in, the Paludarium, which I'm going to talk to Will down in Aquashella about how I want it built. And I know Big Rich he has a tank on his wall that he wants me to do shrimp. So as soon as I get the okay for travel from JBJ, because they are my sponsors, I would like to go to Ohio and do that with Big Rich. Put some shrimp in his fish rescue there. I'll let him rescue some shrimp for me because I got lots of shrimp right here. Why not, right? All right. So let me just keep on going. I think that's all the questions I have on here. Oops. Got to get caught up there, right there. Boom. So, yeah. Otherwise, it's like my store, I'm really outgrowing my store. I need to do an expansion. I think I'm going to grow out of the space in about a year. It's just one of those things where I got wood hanging from my ceiling. It's just one of those things where I keep on adding more and more. With the pandemic and stuff, and with container prices, a lot of people don't realize this, that prior to COVID, a 40-foot container cost $7,500 to ship from China over here. And then during COVID, it was like $14,000. The last container was at $21,000 to bring product in. And I know I don't have to bring it in, but what happens is these manufacturers and wholesalers bring these products in, and when the prices is so high, the price gets added on to the product itself. And I know prices are going up, and it's affecting a lot of stores about what they want to bring in, what they don't want to bring in, because the end consumer looks at, the store's raising money. Well, we had to raise the price because the wholesalers raised the price on us. Tanks especially, nobody has glass right now. Marineland said, nope, they ain't got none. So luckily, I have a lot of those JBJ all-in-one tanks. I did buy prior to the price going up, so I love that right there. Eduardo, sorry, I didn't see your question. Let me see if I can scroll up here. I didn't purposely skip any. I got to find it here. All right, let me just go back up because I start getting a lot of chats and I get on a rave. So let me find Eduardo. I got to find your question. There it is. I think that's it. There you go. Hi, Joe. My question is directed towards why my cherry shrimp are dying, but my monos are doing great. They're alone in a 10-gallon tank. All parameters are fine, but the cherries just keep dying. All right. So when they're dying, we have to break it down. Do they have a ring of death on them? Are they laying on their side where they can't get their molds off? Are they showing signs of anything else? I mean, it's a sporadic thing. Now, I have had in the past on my Carodina tank side random deaths. Water parameters look good. Everything looks good. There's no diseases in there. This random death. And sometimes what I do is I allow the tank to go dormant for 30 days where I have no livestock in there. Then I do a big water change and allow it to happen. But that's weird how your monos are in there. So is it one of those where they're competing for food? So let's say you have 5 cherry shrimps, but you have 10 monos, and you drop 1 pellet of food in there. Those monos are going to all compete for the cherry shrimp for the food. So do we put like an almond leaf in there so they can naturally scavenge that whole entire time? That's the concept on there. Is there a heater in there? If there's a heater above 76, if it's at 76 degrees or above, now if you set a heater to 74, it can be plus or minus 2 degrees, so it could be at 76. There's a disease called muscular necrosis. It's where bacteria gets underneath the shell and can start wiping out your tank as well. I know you say your parameters are fine. It's one of those I would have to test the water, but there might be other contributing factors in there. So you can message me and I can try and look into it some more. Let me scroll down. Let's make sure I get everybody's questions. All right. Love the programmable lights. Do you change for winter? I do not change my lights in the wintertime. I kind of keep it the way it's going. So I kind of keep my program, and that's how I do it. So let me just keep on. I want to make sure I get everybody's questions. I don't want anybody to feel like I left them out, so I'm just going to double check. If I did not hit your question, please just leave me another question on there. Shrimp bathwater, yes. That was from the Aquarium guys, the podcast. They wanted me to make some bathwater, so that's on my website too. It's kind of like a tip jar for me. But if you want, I will really send you some bathwater from the shrimp. So really checking into the contest. So I'm just kind of just trying to read these all. All right, here's another question. Hey, Joe, my shrimp tanks keep dying off. Any tips? I have a fluval plant light, and I leave the light on for only 2 2-hour stretches per day. Oh, 2-hour stretches per day. All right. So it depends. So some fluval lights are really high power. So if you have the light right here and you have the moss right below it too, you can be burning the moss. So moss is a low light plant. So it likes to go over and not be in direct sunlight. So you might want to kind of move the light away. And then look at the flow, look at nutrients that are in there too. Look at your nitrate. If your nitrate's at 0, the plants really don't have nothing for them to eat. So you should have a little bit of nitrate in there so that the plants can actually eat. My planted tanks, I keep between 10 and 20 parts per million for the nitrate for the plants to eat. If it's just like a moss tank, I try and at least have like at least 5 parts per million in there so they have something to eat. But yeah, it could be direct sunlight or direct light because some fluval lights are extremely bright. I think the fluval one I last saw was like 8,500 or possibly 10K, which is way too much for moss. So you also have to look at is it a full spectrum light? If it's full spectrum light, you got reds, blues, greens, yellows, and whites. If it's not, or a lot of lights like on Amazon, say it's a 10,000K light, but it's majority just hot lights, which are the whites. You might want to do a full spectrum that has more cool lights. Let's keep on reading some of these messages. I just want to make sure I get everybody. I'm sorry if I haven't. So I'm just kind of reading these here. Super chat. Thanks for super chat again. Okay, I think I got everybody caught. What is this? What's this here? Hi, Joe. Do you keep CPOs? I'm wondering if you can keep them in low GHKH if you need to feed them lots of calcium, or does that stuff need to be in water? All right, so I do keep CPOs. We're talking about the Mexican dwarf crayfish. I keep mine in a little bit harder water, but you can keep them in softer water. I have the Canabrellus diminutus, which are the blue ones as well. They stay more blue in softer water, so lower pH. And of course, they are more like a carnivorous crayfish, so you have to go over and feed them a little bit more of a diet. So how I feed mine is I put some Shrimp King Complete. I put some Canabrellus. We have some Shrimp King has a crayfish food, and I also feed bloodworms in there as well, which usually tend to do pretty good. They're breeding in my tank, so they do quite well. So you can keep it a lower GH and KH in there. I think mine are set, and my TDS is set it at 200 for that tank. So let's see here. What other kind of questions? Take care. Let's see. I think that's all the questions right there. I just want to make sure. Natural Aquarium, thank you for watching. Have a great day. We'll catch you the next time. I have to come up with what I should do is starting right now is I should come up with an idea of what my next episode should be about. I know it's right before Aquashella, and I know all the YouTubers like promoting Aquashella. I think I'm the only one that really put out a video for it so far with the zombie mask and everything else like that. I haven't seen anybody else post anything out there, so hopefully they start promoting it a little bit better. I know it's the Dallas show is usually pretty busy, so I don't think I didn't go to the Dallas show last year. Wow, that's full of sugar. Wow. All right, so again, the Aquarium Morning Show is on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. It's awesome. You guys should go there, talk to Jess, talk to Rocco. Rocco's in the chat too, and I know Jess is lurking Jess, which they're awesome. All right, so let me just go back down here. Here's another one right here. Crayfish. All right, so I just got an electric blue crayfish, best water parameters. Now, if you're talking about the electric blue crayfish, you're probably talking about the Clark eye form of it. So in Minnesota, Clark eyes are an invasive species. We cannot have any Clark eyes here. I know in Wisconsin, you cannot have any crayfish at all except for the wild ones that are native to Wisconsin. So electric blue crayfish, they usually normal crayfish like to have a little bit harder water because they need the hardness in there for their molting. So the water parameters probably be like mid-7 on those right there. GH is 6 to 8, KH of 4 to 6 on there. What I tend to do is I tend to tell people, like, if you're buying a crayfish, you should match the parameters that you're buying them from, or come close to it because that's what they're already at. That's what they're used to. I don't carry any Clark eyes in here because it's illegal for us to have them in Minnesota. We get fined. So I don't have them. They are pretty beautiful though. Same as the what are some of the fire and ice ones? Rocco's and just crayfish. Capalock too. Crayfish. That's what I want. Go for a shrimp oil on those. I think that's all the chats right there. But I want to thank everybody for watching the show. I appreciate all you guys. Like I said, the content's only gonna get better and better. I'm a one-man band here. I got this new camera. I like it a lot. Using StreamYard, so we use StreamYard on here as well. And I know it's this, as time goes by, you're learning with me. So a lot of the people that are thinking about doing YouTube, this is the perfect stream to do because, I was big on Facebook. I know all the Facebook loopholes and how to share this, do this, but I didn't do that much on YouTube. So me doing the YouTube now, I'm learning all the ins and outs and all the tips and tricks and back and forth. I do appreciate all you guys' super chats and super stickers. It helps me out, on the stream, get more camera gear, more microphones. Also, I have the memberships too. That helps at the store as well too. You get 10% off, 15% off, and 20% off. Just hit the join button. Pick which one. I have to do more content, like private content for my subscribers there. But I know if there's anything on the site, if you become a member, if there's anything on the site I don't have that I have in my store, you just got to message me. I'll give you the same discount. I'll ship it to you there. You wanted a topic for the next week's show? Okay. Oh, crayfish. That's what it is. So Rocco's like, you wanted a topic for the next week. You know what I'll try and do? Let me see if I can reach out to someone. I'll reach out to someone today. And if I can get them to do it, I'll put it on there. But if he says he's going to do it and then he doesn't come on, I'll have to talk about something else. So I'm going to have to go vice versa on that one. So I'll reach out to him today. I can't tell you who it's going to be. You're going to have to just wait. I'm going to see what I can do. Okay? All right. I love my crayfish. I have an orange one, but I'm in Vancouver, so the water is really soft. Don't want to add minerals if I can help it. If the crayfish is kind of used to it, what you can do is just feed him some calcium if he needs more calcium in his diet. There's a lot of foods out there that does have calcium in there, so you can add that as well. But if he's doing fine and he's molting, so when he molts, it should look like a normal crayfish. So that's what it should kind of look like. If you're seeing that, you should be fine. Email sent to Joe. All right, I'll check that when I'm all done. I have to get some stuff in order. Let's see here. Robinson had a question at 10:44. All right, 10:44. Let me go to 10:44. Let me see here. I like that 10:44. I'm scrolling up. Robinson, is this the one? Thanks for answering the last question. Do you feed high protein food every day? Do you have a diet for your shrimp? Yes, I do. Thank you for pointing that out too. I greatly appreciate it. I do miss some stuff. So what I feed is I feed Shrimp King Complete, which I got right here. I got some of the foods I feed. So all right. So I use like Shrimp King Stow Pops. And then I just have the bigger form of the Shrimp King Complete. This protein content on here is 24.6%. And then I feed baby when I have a lot of babies in the tank too. This protein content in this tank is 49.5%. Snow Pops. Oh my gosh. I cannot read that small, but I want to say it's in the mid-20s and stuff like that for Snow Pops. But that is my routine of the food that I do. Is I usually go over and I run over stuff. I feed pellets twice a week and I give some powder form in between there. If hopefully Robinson that answers your questions on that one. All right, thank you Ohio Fish Rescue for watching. I appreciate it. See you at Aquashella. Put some dividers. Okay, want to put some dividers in an empty 20 long to separate some colors to see what happens. How many sections do you recommend? Hubby says no new tanks. Happy wife, happy life. That's what I say. Okay, so if you're stuck to one tank, two tanks, whatever you're gonna do, and you can put dividers in there, this is what you got to kind of look at. The babies are super small. You want to make sure the babies don't transfer back and forth. Another problem you might having is if you have a disease and all the water is shared, you pass the disease to everybody else. But in theory, if you have a 20 long, you could break them all. It depends on how big you want the colonies. You could divide the 20 long. A 20 long is 30 inches, I do believe. You could break it down to... So a 2.5 is 12 inches by 6 inches. So in theory, you can break it down to 6-inch dividers on that one. And it'll work out pretty good. You could have 5 different colorations in there. Another concept you might want to look at, if he says you can't have any more tanks, you can get a... One second here. Let me show you. This is what I did. There's tricks. No more tanks. Problem solved. Boom! Look at that. An external hang-on box. So what you do is you have a tank. So they make two different sizes. This is the long one. They make short ones. In theory, what you can do is you can hang two of these long ones off the lengthwise side and two of the short ones off the side. You're not getting a new tank. You're just adding a little part onto it. And this is great because it actually sucks water out of the tank, puts it in here, and has the flow on in here. The only thing I tell people is that put the little grating on the ones. Got to find her here on the one side right here, so the babies can't get through, and then put a little bit of substrate on there. This works great. You can put 150 shrimp in this thing. Works awesome. Problem solved. No more tanks, not a problem. Guess what? We have external hang-on boxes. If you need to get one, I will ship one to you. Otherwise, you can go on Amazon and get them. I love my Phoenix ones. All right, so oops. Bandit says, hi, everyone. He licked my cell phone screen while I'm watching the stream. Oh, that's cute. Hello, Bandit. And there is my membership program on there. So if you want to become a member, awesome, awesome. Got to roll out. Go to work. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Just kind of scrolling through. Later. Crayfish. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for all the info. Just keep on. Just got to catch up, guys. Email sent. Got that one, Dylan. We already covered that one. Thank you so much. Love the content. All right. Dylan says, take my time. Not a problem. Thank you so much. I try to answer everybody's questions. So if you end up going and leaving a comment on a YouTube video and stuff, I'm the one that answers it. I do try and it might take me a little bit of time because I have like 190 videos and stuff and people do leave comments, but I try and answer everybody's question. If it's someone that's normally on a stream, I can answer them on the stream. I've had people actually request, hey, can you do a Carodina water change? And I did a Carodina water change. I think Dave from Iowa left a question too, and I found that question for him and I gave it to him. So I try and answer as the best I possibly can at the time. I do have a Rolodex in here. I got kind of a big grape right here. But sometimes I just don't know the exact answer off the top of my head, or I don't know how to express it out to you guys. I know what I want to say, but sometimes it doesn't come out as well. So then I have to think of a way that I can express it out. Sometimes do a video on it. I will definitely 100% Rocco contact the person. I already sent him a message this morning. He's a really good friend of mine. I can see if he wants to come in on a video. There is a huge time difference. I'm going to ask him. I'll give you his initials. I don't know if he's going to say yes. CL. I will ask him if he'll come on a live with me and talk about crayfish and other things and what he's doing. But I can't guarantee if he's going to say yes or no. But I'm gonna nag on him today. So, and you guys can take your guesses as much as you want. Just erasing. I got JBJ messaging me. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, I'm a big grape. I will say. All right, from Indonesia. Thanks all the way from Indonesia. Appreciate it. Hey, Indonesia, man, you guys have some awesome. It's called pumpkin shrimp. I love the pumpkin shrimp. I love the zebra babooties as well too. I should be getting some more zebra babooties coming in tomorrow. Speaking of water temperature for an RO system, mine is in my basement. Tank temperature has dropped down to $72 on $72 on a change. So I added a heater to the bottom. Should I keep the heater going? Not changes or so? Are you talking your tank? Is that 72 degrees, or the water that you're producing? So I use a brute system. So if your basement is at 72 degrees, the water of your temperature, in theory, if it's room temperature and it's a smaller tank, it should be 3 degrees less, should be 69, which the shrimp would be just fine in there. But if you're talking about in the barrel, you keep your water. A lot of times people will put a heater in there and set it at like 74 and just keep it. 72 is not a bad temperature at all. Let's see here. Is 18-year-old is still a kid? Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the minors involved. Enter the contest, and let me talk to other people. I'm not the director of this show. I'm the director of the International Shrimp Contest. The American Shrimp Contest is run by Flip Aquatics. I know he's been super busy. He asked a couple of us to help out a little bit more. I know I'm judging it along with Grant from the Garden of Eder and Eric Lucas from bipedshrimp.com. But it's one of those things where it's like, I only can do so much because it's not my show. It's his show. So I can't give answers that I would normally give. Like me, I would say, yeah, we can do something like this, but I would have to talk to him, and he's been super busy. Yes, Wade, dude. I've been messaging with him. Him and I are good. I think we know who we're talking about here. Him and I are really good friends. So, and we still talk all the time too. Although, he moved on with his life and he's doing something else. Him and I are still really good friends to a point where it's like, I always support him and he always supports me. He comes to Minnesota, it's just, but wait, I'm 18. Yep. Okay. We already got through it. I do not drink beer. Okay. That's fine. I don't drink at all. So, I don't know. I'm not going to go over and like say 100% because I have to talk to him. So just relax. I have to see if he would. I can't like speak for him. Okay. Tank temperature. Oh, tank temp. So dropping it from HL. He's my other moderator. Dropping it from a 76 to 72 for the shrimp or the fish. It's not that, but because you have a heater in the tank, so it's going to naturally bring it back up. I don't see a big issue with it. 4 degrees doesn't seem that much. For shrimp, I mean, I do it on my tanks as well. I do like a 25% water change, just no heater in there, and I just kind of go right in there, and it's completely fine. Now, if you're looking at more of like angelfish, which you don't have angelfish, I think you're talking like your CPDs and stuff, a little smaller body. You might, I mean, if your basement is a little bit cooler, maybe put a heater in there and keep it at like 73, 74. Might be good on them. So you could guess, but I don't want people to get their hopes up and then freaking have me not. I'm a people person, okay, and I'm a people pleaser, so I like to make people happy. So it's one of those things where it's like if I can't do it, I'm gonna feel super guilty about it. So let me like talk to him first, and then I'll do another short video if it's confirmed or if it's not. If not, I got to come up with a different answer. Jared, by the way, too. The shrimp contest, the right categories are in there. So if you need to enter the contest and you need to know which category to enter, I can let you know. Jared's son's going to be entering the contest, who's 11 years old. He breeds some shrimp for me, some certain lines. Hey, guys, I'm just going to put it out this. I have an 11-year-old that is entering the shrimp contest. He is flying out to Dallas. I would love all you guys to enter the contest. Give him a run for his money. On there, he wants to see how his shrimp perform. He breeds some shrimp for me at the store here. Also, it'd be awesome if you guys come down there and help support him too, because if we don't get more of the youth getting into the hobby, our hobby's going to die back. So we have to get the youth involved. And I know Rocco's doing some tanks in the classroom, which is great. So yeah, let's give him a run for the money. More people enter the contest. My first initial is C. Yeah, we're not gonna say it. Hey, Jay Oliver. Oh, he's got it here. Hey, Jay Oliver, how you doing? So get that off there, fishy fam. Yep. Don't beat yourself up. No guilt needed. It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. I'm gonna try though. That's the biggest thing is I'm gonna actually reach out to him some more and see what he wants to do. But if there's no more questions, I know my hour is up. I don't mind talking some more. But yeah. Jared, we got to get more people in there. I want your son to really compete against everybody else. That's the biggest thing. So, let's see. Hope everybody's doing well and staying healthy. Me as well. I want everybody to stay healthy. You know, don't speed. Don't drink and drive. You know, keep yourself safe. Hey, Joe, do you get involved with the trout for kids? I love to do that in my community. So, okay. So when I was part of New Wave Aquarium, we did trouts in the classroom right there, and I did help a lot of the teachers out the first year they did it. And then the second year is when they did it, but then I started my own store, but I knew a lot of the teachers were actually reaching out to me on this one too. If you want to reach out to me too, I can see if that company is still doing it. If not, I know JBJ was interested in possibly doing it as well. So I can help you guys out because I helped all the other teachers out there. Preach it, Joe. That's awesome. They have to be introduced to us, my hobby. Take the kid out to the fish store. Yes, people, bring your kids out to the fish stores. All right. Hey, Joe, do you know where Aquashella Dallas YouTube applications will be ready? So that is also, there's a board of the fish tubers. So usually what it is they do a link on the fish tube booth on there to see who's all going to attend there. I know they have not posted it yet. I know they're super busy. I know they had a meeting last week about some stuff that's going on. If I start hearing more, I will alert them about doing this. I know, like if people start sending constant emails to them, it's not going to get done any faster. I mean, they're doing the best they can because you got to remember, like Fish Tube, Flip, and the rest of it, they all have jobs. So we're trying to do the best we can. So I can reach out to them and see if they're going to put it up there. I'm trying, man. We're doing the best we possibly can. So let's see here. If not, I want to thank everybody that attended. I want to thank the people that gave me a super chat, a super sticker. I greatly appreciate it. Trout is our fish here in Wyoming. Trout in the Classroom is a nationwide thing. It actually started in Canada, I do believe, with, it wasn't trout, it was salmon. I think it was salmon. If nobody knows what Trout in the Classroom is, this is what it is. The DNR get together with the school associations, and what they do is they provide the eggs for the baby trout. So what happens is the state and the DNR set up with certain, like I think we have 80 classes in Minnesota here that does it. They get tanks, they get the chillers, they get the heater, they get everything they need to be successful. Then they get the eggs from the DNR and they raise them to little fingerlings. And then the DNR tells them what streams to put them in and when to put them in there, and they do a release there. It's a great way to get kids in the classroom into aquatics, and it also helps the environment out as well. Chris, electric blue is for my 6-year-old. He's my little fish store buddy and loves hanging in the fish room. I love it. I love it. Trout in the Classroom is awesome. Yes, it is. I know a little bit more about it too. So, all right, guys. If not, I'm going to head off. If you guys have other messages, you guys can shoot me an email. You also leave comments on here, and I can answer everything back. So let me see if I can get a hold of that one gentleman and see if he wants to go over and do a talk next week. Otherwise, guys, I want to thank you very much, and I'll catch you next week. And please follow, hit the subscribe button. If you want to hit the join button, leave a join, leave a super sticker, leave a super chat. Do whatever you guys want to. Just stay in the aquatics, guys. So thank you very much, and you guys have a great day.